Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar. This is Deceased Unkillables number 2, and it's absolutely fantastic. The only thing that kind of lets it down is the art. A little bit. Because it doesn't look like a major, superhero book should look like, in my opinion. This looks like an independent comic. It reminds me a lot of Killtopia, which I've got both volumes that are released so far. You can go check out my reviews of those. In fact, you can check out the review of the first issue of this if you want to see kind of what I'm talking about there, because I think I dug out one of the volumes of Killtopia for it. So the interior art is a little bit of a letdown, but there's lots of fun stuff here, and I'm not quite sure. Oh, you know what? We got to start here. We got to start here. So Gordon, the kids, everybody's leaving on their spaceships. Gordon, no, we stay here. We defend, and we say nothing. We don't tell them that their heroes are leaving them behind. Oof. Ooh, brutal. That's Jim Gordon, though. As Ninja Weasel likes to say to me, because his favorite Jim Gordon moment is when I think it's Batman's asking him, how he does it. And he's just like, I think of Barbara. That's all you need to know. Like, that's Jim Gordon in a nutshell. Um, he's he's determined. He's got grit. He's got juice. Lady Shiva comes to get Cassandra Cain, rescue her, take her home with her. And when they get back, man, I want to show you everything, and I can't show you everything. So they use Mirror Master, and then some betrayals. Because Vandal Savage is like, I need to know how you two work. And the Creeper is taking his vivisection really well, actually. A lot better than a lot better than Deathstroke is. Uh, Jeez. And look at Grundy, man. Like, Grundy's just the muscle. He's just like, oh yeah, I want to punch somebody, and he just does it. I guess he's also the one conducting the vivisections. I'm not quite sure Grundy is smart enough for that, but I guess if you're just like cutting organs out, it doesn't matter that much, does it? But this was a very surprising, maybe not shocking, but surprising 2 pages. What happens next? And I'm going to show you this. It's fantastic, not because of her killing Vandal Savage, because that's how Rose rolls, but Rose rolls, Rolls Royce. There's there's a saying there. No, 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 no. Because of this. Oh my god. That's just what we needed, isn't it? That is just what the world needed. Like, it's not bad enough that, Captain Atom blew himself up, or that the Atom became like the living embodiment of the disease or nothing. No, no. Let's just be like, hey, you know what? We need zombie Wonder Woman. Because now, I'm not sure this sounds like Vandal Savage, but this is certainly kind of like I think the thought process of a lot of people that read it. Right there. So things, as you might expect, they go from a bad situation to worse. That's kind of the story of this whole story. The story of the story. Yeah, I guess that English works. That's kind of how this whole story has gone. You've got something bad, and then something worse happens. Something worse happens, something even worse happens, and so on. Eventually, we're going to get down to like, the Verster, get the verse here. It's going to be like German sausage all the way down. Uh, Kind of what you expect happens here, and lots of bad things. And I'm not going to show you any more of the book. This was absolutely fantastic. I have no quibbles, no qualms, no nothing with Unkillables number 2. It's great. Maybe a little bit of the dialogue is kind of like kind of clunky, and I've already like picked on the art just a little bit, but a lot of times the art looks great too. Like here, in fact, that same page we were just looking at, I think is kind of a great example. Amazing, not so amazing. It might be the colorist there. I'm not sure. Amazing, not so amazing. Let's go back. I showed another page over here where Rose is stabbing Vandal Savage. Looks amazing. That is absolutely fantastic looking. If there's any kind of quibble to make, I think it's maybe the sword's not wide enough that she's stabbing through with, because it looks wider up here than it does there. It looks wider here than it does there. That could just be perspective, or maybe it's an attempt at foreshortening, or the blade's a little rotated from the perspective or something. It's not a big deal, but that looks great, man. The strength, the power, the speed. It looks good. It looks good. Oh, that's kind of cool. I guess they're selling the hardcover of those. You know, they should keep making those things. Take all their old plot lines and just twist them a little bit. Death of Superman was the best one by far, I think. But they should keep making those. Anyway, check out Unkillables. You can probably still get number one. Yeah, well, maybe not in your store because, kind of bad timing. We're having a crazy, crazy time right now. But maybe you can still get the first one. If not, hopefully you picked up the second one. And if not, hopefully you can make it to your store before it closes, for months and pick it up. I don't know what's going to happen in the next few weeks. You don't know what's going to happen. Nobody does. But you got to live life. You got to try to get the stuff you want. And this is pretty dope. And I'm glad I'm on board for this ride. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you all take care of yourselves. You have a great day. Check this out. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.